All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakodash. 2 women attacked in the Barclays Center subway station. These attacks are getting more and more, they're happening on a regular basis, and there are a lot of things that are happening around these situations that are going to, amplify it further. The fact that the police are not going to deal with a lot of these cases and going to let the so-called criminal out or the criminal out, or not even deal with them in the first place, is going to lead to this amplifying. Okay, because there's a lot of men out there that are frustrated. Okay, a lot of men that that the Lord's going to use as a death angel, as an instrument to sort of be used on you women. Okay, now this is what's going to happen generally to a lot of women. Okay, I'm not specifying any particular female. This news, which is about 5 days old, so just to give you an example of what's happening. There's a couple of other, 1 or 2 more that I'm going to go into. Let's check it out.
Feel safe riding mass transit nowadays with. It's hard to feel safe riding mass transit nowadays with one attack seemingly happening after another. Last night, police say there were 2 completely unprovoked attacks at the Barclays Center subway station. The same man punching a woman in the face and slashing another woman in the face with a razor, and then he got away. It was another troubling night for mass transit in New York City. Police say just after 7 o'clock yesterday evening, a 19-year-old man was shot in the left leg after getting into a fight on an A-train platform in Cypress Hills, Brooklyn, near the intersection of Pitkin and Grant Avenues. He was taken to Brookdale Hospital and reported to be in stable condition, but the shooter got away. Just about an hour earlier, one woman was slashed and another punched in 2 random subway attacks involving the same exact suspect. The violence all unfolded inside the Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center station in Brooklyn at around 6 o'clock yesterday evening, when a man slashed an adult woman in the face with a razor while she was standing on the northbound 5 train platform. Investigators confirming the same man went to the mezzanine level of the station and punched another woman in the face. No one is in custody. According to statistics released by the NYPD, transit crime is up 45.8% this year to date, with 1,110 incidents reported in 2021 and 1,618 reported so far in 2022. This all coming just a week after the MTA announced a surge in ridership. Last week's numbers, while still below pre-pandemic levels, showed 5.6 million people taking the bus and subway, the highest those numbers have been since the onset of COVID-19. Okay, and pay close attention to this. While those NYPD numbers do show that transit crime is up year to date, transit crime is actually down, surprisingly enough, compared with pre.
Okay. This is one more here. This is 1 day ago, by the way.
We are going to begin this evening with a vicious attack that again raises questions about the criminal justice system. A woman on her way to work at Kennedy Airport was pummeled to the ground, punched, and then kicked at the AirTrain station in Howard Beach. This video is from security cameras at that station. Police did make an arrest, and it turns out the suspect has a long history of attacking people. The victim spoke exclusively to Eyewitness News reporter Injay Burkett.
Do you know how scared I am now? I was never a person to be scared.
Elizabeth Gomes was beaten so badly, she stands to lose the vision in her right eye. Her head throbs with pain, and she's barely slept in a week. Not since she was attacked in the Howard Beach AirTrain station 6 days ago.
I can't see anything on my right side, honestly. And It just hurts.
Elizabeth was on her way to work at JFK. She had just gotten off the A train and was headed up the stairs to the air train platform when she was attacked from behind, smashed in the head with a bottle, and she never saw it coming. In the MTA's surveillance video, Elizabeth is dragged across the concourse and slammed headlong into a wall. She is punched mercilessly and kicked repeatedly. When a man tries to intervene, he is chased away before the suspect turns back to Elizabeth and kicks her 5 times before he calmly walks away into the transit system. She says he was muttering incoherently about Satan in the moments before the attack.
He's talking about the devil. He's talking about a whole bunch of nonsense.
Her husband is heartbroken and furious.
Man, I watch a video and I tear my heart out. Do you hear me?
The suspect was later arrested, identified by police as 41-year-old Wahid Foster. In 1995, law enforcement sources say Foster was arrested for murdering his 82-year-old foster grandmother in a brutal beating at the age of 14. 6 years later, he was arrested for stabbing his 21-year-old sister with a screwdriver. And in 2010, arrested for attacking 3 workers at the Creedmoor Psychiatric Center where he was an inpatient. He was on parole at the time of last week's attack. It happened at 5:15 a.m., and Elizabeth says there were no police officers anywhere in the station.
And it's going to get like that more and more and more, okay? Where, see, feminism, right? I'm talking generally, okay? I'm not talking about this particular lady, okay? Feminism is a thing created that's only in the first world, and that only exists. Simple fact is that because Esau's rulership is, well, even though it's on its last leg, right? Esau's rulership gives you that power. The infrastructure created, the police, any kind of groups that sort of back you up as well politically, you know, where infrastructure is created in terms of every aspect of life, where you're covered, you know, where the woman, you know, from music all the way right down to the finances, where a woman is bigged up and, you know, made to feel like, you know, they're all Black Widow, you know, and that's not the case. And there's a lot of men out there, man, a lot of Jeffrey Dahmers and a lot of people out there, a lot of men out there. You heard what the, you know, what the news reporter said. The geezer, the guy attacking was talking about Satan and his string of criminal acts that he's executed over the years. You saw how that Edomite came to help the Eve that was on the floor. Yeah, and Jake just turned around and that other head, the Edomite, I don't know, looks like a US postal worker or something, just ran off. You saw that, right? I know Jacob's trouble hasn't even fully broken out yet. Hasn't even fully broken out yet. And this is happening. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Jeremiah 30:6 and verse 7. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail? And all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who shall be saved out of it? The elect, whoever they are in the world, consisting of men, women, and children. Elect from 1/3. Okay, you've seen in old school movies where they show a Jake in, like say, a movie made in the 30s or 40s. You know, if a ghost goes by Jake, his face will turn pale, right? That's an example, you know. When they show somebody pale in a movie or a cartoon, it's usually either through sickness or they've seen some kind of spirit And if it scared the hell out of her, more than likely, it wasn't anything good. Okay. Verse 7 again. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. See, Jacob's trouble is going to be everyone's trouble. Primary target is Jake, but for you Edomites and heathens, 2/3, and you women, are really going to get it bad. Really bad. Okay? You're going to get it really bad. So we've got some scriptures. Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as a mire of the streets. Women have always got a lot to say about, where's your God, where's your sky daddy or whatever, And then when she does see the Lord come down, she'll be, ashamed. That demon will leave her that was making her say all that, and then she'll be ashamed, and she'll be trodden down as a mire of the streets. What does mire mean, actually? Let's just try mire. Okay, mire. A stretch of swampy or boggy ground. Acres of land had been reduced to a mire. So sludgy ground. Okay. Noun 2. A complicated or unpleasant situation from which it is difficult to extricate oneself. The service is sinking in the mire of its own regulations. Okay. Okay. The service is sinking in the mire of its own regulations. Okay. Verb. Cause to become stuck in mud. Okay. So basically, it's going to be like lots of snares created for you women. You're going to be trodden down. You're going to be left like a swampy, boggy ground. You saw how that guy just really just laid into her, man. He was cooking. He was cooking. Yeah, he was definitely cooking. He was kicking with no, without relent, with no remorse. Like he's just, he just wanted to hit that home. Is it home run? No home run. He wanted to hit that goal. Yeah, he wanted to hit that home run with his foot, with his leg. And that was just one guy. Imagine 5 or 6 men like that on, I don't know, 2, 3 women, or even one woman. And a lot of you said this sort of stuff about the men of the Lord, man. The prophets and teachers that teach out there that, everybody pretty much learns from men of Great Millstone and affiliate camps. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. The women are at ease, man. You got the cities for your shopping, for your ready-made foods, for your fashion, because the city was designed for you. The metropolis was designed for you. Okay. Then the word metropolis means it's connected to the term of being, something. It's connected to being a female deity or something, some kind of divinity goddess from Elder Apostle Gabar's teachings. Obviously, he learned as well, but a lot of you women don't want to live off grid, as they say. You're oblivious to what's going on around you in the world. It's hard to even exist in this world, man. You go work, you go whatever, you got to talk to people. You actually have to make an effort to actually talk to people about worldly bullshit. which I don't really give a shit about, which most Jakes don't really give a shit about. We have to pretend. I don't give a shit about no damn sport. I mean, there's nothing wrong with watching a sport, having a hobby. That's cool, but I don't care about it. You know? A lot of you women are just oblivious. You're happy the way the things are. You know, you get in men's faces, act like men, and then when you get taken down, you know, then you're looking for your husband, or you're looking for a man to help you. And a man did try and come and help at the last situation there. What happened? Jake turned around. Esau just ran the other way, and the woman was just cowering in the corner, kicked and punched. You know, it's gonna get bad for you women. And you know, there's a lot of women out there that are listening. There's not all for you all, not for all of you women. You know, if the shoe fits, wear it. You know, and a lot of you women deep down know as well that you want to act feminine, you want to submit to your Israelite man. You know, I'm talking to a decent man, not some fucking not some clown. All right. If you're whatever your situation may be, just a lot of you want to submit to your man. You want to actually behave like a female. You want to stop being GI Jane. That's a lot of BS. That's going to get you killed out here. You heard what that woman said as well. She was never scared, never one to be scared. She got katapped a few times. You see her down it. Ecclesiastes 25:24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Jake dies every day. They say the most dangerous place. I've got this off. I think is Elder Bishop Einat. I hope I said the elder's name correct. I was on his channel. I think he said, and there's one of the other bishops that said it as well. Definitely, it's all from Great Millstone. They said that the most dangerous place. Okay, well, I'm just using it in layman's terms so people can understand. I hate saying these terms, black and all that. He said the most dangerous place for a Jake baby or a black baby is in Eve's womb. Okay, because of all the abortions. Okay, that's like your mother putting you through the fire, man, of Molech. Huh? Eve getting tattoos done on you, whether they're real or not. Getting the print done on your skin. And then they were saying that there's something wrong with the ink, tattoo ink. There's some kind of disease in it. Because Eve already sold out to Satan, man. Already sold out on the left-hand side. Okay? And her daddy's Esau. Okay? They'll promote, they'll go on shows degrading themselves, degrading their own sons. And if a son's woman has stepped out on him and she gets pregnant by another man, the mother says to her son, "Oh, you got to accept that and just bring up the baby as yours." This is the kind of shit that they promote on these shows that are owned by the small hats. And you know what I'm talking about, right? It starts with M and then ends, and the second word is P by a small hat's name. Okay? Other Jake women see that. Other youngsters see that. And this is just a few things that I mentioned. How evil the woman is. And King Solomon had 1,000 women, man. And he said that, and even though I'm paraphrasing, he said that, there's still not one decent one. We have to wait for the kingdom to see women of a certain caliber, man. And a lot of you women might get a second chance as well. Like, for example, if you've dissed, let's just say you dissed one of the men of the Lord, right? Whichever camp they're in, okay? He may, he may have mercy on you if the Spirit allows it. But there's a lot of you women that have said wrong things while watching the men of the Lord online, or walking by, or flipping the bird, or I don't know, throwing food, spitting, whatever, even in your mind, saying something evil. Okay? You women are going to be running that day. Because once all this hell breaks loose in the street, you women getting taken, raped, murdered, stomped, kicked, punched, eaten, yeah? You're going to be looking for the men of the Lord. And when you see certain men get spiritual power, you see them fly, shoot laser beams out of their eyes, move like Flash, Superman combined, punch, kick, take on, 50 to 100 men and just smash through all of them, like a hot blade going through, butter. You're going to run for them men. And a lot of those men, you're going to be kneeling down to them, grabbing their feet, and they're going to say to you, step aside, or move, or they might just like shoo you away, or even push you away with their legs since you're touching their leg. And none of you women are going to have problems with, being that only one for that man. You're going to have to deal with the normal fact of the world, okay, which has been there since the beginning of time. Even before that, man always has more than one female. A man always has more than one female. I'm saying a third time, copying what's his name? Umar Johnson. A man always has more than one female, okay? An Israelite man, okay? You heathens don't like women anyway. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. They're gonna, there's a lot of women going to say, listen, I don't want nothing else. I just want your protection. I want your name. I want you to be my husband. Take away our reproach. And what's the meaning of reproach? Let's see what the meaning of reproach is. El Apostle Cabal said, check the meanings of words. And I will just check. I said, why guess the meaning? Just try and get a better understanding by finding the meaning, right? It's a few presses, you just click a button. Reproach, express to someone's disapproval or disappointment. The expression of disapproval or disappointment. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have a man, she's alone. That's a look of disapproval, isn't it? And a woman, should have a husband. So that's why reproach meaning disapproval. Okay? So that's what's going to happen. And 7 means completion. So 7 could be 7,000, could be 70,000. It could be 100,000. Okay? In this realm, dealing with 100,000 women is virtually impossible. Okay? All right? But we're talking about the kingdom. But I'm just saying, 7 means completion, doesn't mean just 7 particular women. Okay, if I got 7, I can't have number 8 or number 9 or number 10, and so forth and so on. Okay, you can have as many as you want. The Lord blesses you. And all these things are not just happening in the States. It's happening in the UK too. Because let's just get a couple more articles out, man. Just give you a little a bit of a cross reference of how women are being attacked in the UK as well. UK women. And this is not to get off on anything stupid like this, okay? This is just to show the simple fact that we're in serious times, man. Okay? Children as young as 8 little girls as 8 are getting stabbed up. Okay? Look at that. Cardiff burglar raped woman and her daughter. Look at this. Just look. Look. He raped a mother and her teenage daughter 5 days after he was released early from prison. See, they're letting prisoners out as well. Okay? You know, they say all this jailed for life stuff. This place doesn't have that long left, man. So all these prisoners are going to be out soon. Woman raped in bushes by man she met at bus station. And this is all in the UK. Okay? This is all recent. August the 28th, 2022. The one that I just read by the mother and daughter being raped. That was September. One second, I'm just going to check. So lucky for that. Somebody at the front door. Yeah. Okay, get back to the news. A woman was raped in bushes by a man she met at a bus station. Okay, Horton Road, Gloucester. Well, I don't know much on that. A woman was, met by a man at a bus station, and he grabbed her up and took her in the bushes and raped her. And there's another one, 7th of September 2022. So you've seen them, right? Look at that. 22nd of August 2022, August 2022. 2nd of September, a woman raped as 12-year-old after leaving. No, women raped as 12-year-old after leaving police station. Woman raped as 12-year-old after. Woman raped as 12-year-old after leaving police station wants another force to investigate as she has no trust in GMP. A woman who was subjected to a series of horrific rapes, aged just 12, is calling for her case to be investigated by a different police force as she holds no trust in Greater Manchester Police. Okay. And this is happening physically as well. This grooming happening online as well. It's getting worse and worse, man. The fact of the matter is, it's going to get really bad out here for you women. It's going to get bad out here for men. There's going to be weirdo, and the martial law troops are not even here yet. You're going to have Jacob's trouble. You're going to have the prisoners. You're going to have sickos in the street, sickos across the street, your next door neighbors. You're going to have foreigners. You're going to have foreign troops. You're going to have martial law troops. You're going to have the foreigners that are coming into the country from war-torn countries as well, coming at you women. And especially, where they've got certain races of women they haven't got access to. And they're going to get that in the West, especially in America, UK, and Canada, Australia. You know, a certain man wants a so-called white woman, an Edomite woman. They're going to get that. They want a certain race of woman. They're going to get that. Because it's all over here. You know, they're going to come for you, women, man. They're going to come for you, women. You know, it's going to happen real quickly. It's going to happen real quickly. Real quickly. All praises to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem HaKadosh.